Here we have a review of the Hasbro 2021 Pulse Con exclusive Trapper Wolf figure from the Mandalorian. This does come in the Pulse Con exclusive packaging that we've seen in past years, with a black cardstock and a nice gloss print of Trapper Wolf's X-Wing across the front. We do have an illustration of Trapper Wolf on the side, plain black cardstock on the back with a little bit of legal at the bottom, a bit more of the X-Wing on the side from the wraparound there, and then just pretty much plain on the top and bottom. Opening this up, we do have a nice view of Trapper Wolf on the inside. There is no plastic in there, so you can just reach straight in and grab that figure. We do have the Trapper Wolf figure, his helmet, and his rifle there as well. For Trapper Wolf, we don't have a whole lot of accessories, just his rifle here, as well as his X-Wing helmet. Now his helmet does have a lot of nice decals on it. We do have the wolf symbol, as well as the rebellion symbol and some arrows there. It does have a nice clear visor on the front, as well as a chin strap as well. Pretty nice paint app on this helmet, looks really good actually. Now to review the figure itself, looking at our articulation, we can move our arm up about 90 degrees, full 360 spin there, 90 degrees on that elbow. Our wrist, we can do a full swivel forwards and backwards, really nice forward motion, backwards pretty well. All right, for our legs, we are going to be restricted a bit by this part of his X-Wing suit. So you're not going to go too far to the sides. Can go almost all the way 90 degrees forward. And not quite that far back. You do have a double jointed knee there. Then forward, backwards, on the toe or ankle. Oh, and we do have a swivel at the top of the boot as well. It's very nice. Do have a thigh swivel also, and a bit of an ab crunch as well. For our head, do have a ball peg up there. Can't really look backwards that much, really just straight up. Can look down, and then full swivel there. For our paints, we do have a very nice application on the face, a good likeness to Dave Filoni or Trapper Wolf there. We do have that shine from the photorealistic, which I'm not a huge fan of, but the face paint is pretty good. We have some nice detailing on the front part of the X-Wing suit with the vests there, and limited detailing on the rest of the suit. You have a little bit of metallic shine there for some, looks like some gadgets or tools in his sleeve. And then the detailing down here, you have the nice soft plastic for this hose, and then soft plastic there. So you do have some good movement out of that. Yeah, looks pretty great. I'm wondering, because I know a lot of people will want to do Dave Filoni customs with this, so I'm wondering how easy you can pop off this head. Not too easy, to be honest. You're gonna have to use some hot water, boil it a little bit, and then it should pop right off. But out of the package, you're not gonna be able to pop that off too easily. Yeah, overall, it's a really nice looking figure. You do have the helmet accessory, which does slide right on, soft plastic for that chin strap, so it should pop down over his beard there eventually. Takes a lot of work. I'm gonna have to pull this off camera. Alright, so I had to do it off camera to figure out the trick. If you slide it down forward a bit so it's sitting very forward on his face, it is easier to pop that down. I think I've also stretched that a bit to make it easier as well, but sliding it forward just to get that chin strap on, and then you can pull it back into a more appropriate position. So it does sit nicely on his head. You do have that yellow see-through visor, although you can't really see his eyes super clearly through that visor. There's a bit of weird light refraction going on in there, but still a very cool accessory. And to pop it off, slide that over his face. There we go. You can have him holding that helmet as well. So looking a little closer at the paint application, I did see some poor execution here along the elbow joint. So they do have a black plastic for the forearm because of this glove piece right here. So they had to paint the actual joint itself orange to match the rest of the X-Wing suit. But because it is on the joint, it is a bit rough in terms of the execution. I know it is hard to paint elbow joints, but I wish they would have done a little bit better on the execution so it doesn't look as rough as it does. Now for our height, Trapper Wolf stands at about 5.5 inches tall. Now for our height comparisons, we do have all of the 2021 Pulse Con exclusives here. We have the Cantina Showdown set with Obi-Wan Kenobi, Pondo Baba, and Dr. Evison, as well as the individual exclusive Trapper Wolf. And here we have Trapper Wolf with R2-D2 and C-3PO. And here we have him next to the Mandalorian wearing a custom cape and the PulseCon exclusive armorer. And here we have him next to the Amazon exclusive Biker Scout from the Mandalorian, as well as the PulseCon exclusive Cad Bane with Toto 360. Overall, Trapper Wolf is a pretty solid figure. He is lacking a bit in the accessories, especially considering he is an event exclusive, but given the character, there's not really much else they could do unless they're going to throw in an X-Wing for you. The paint execution is pretty good overall, with the exception of the elbow joint that I mentioned earlier, and the likeness, it looks like Dave Filoni, which I think is great. I don't know if Dave Filoni collects action figures, but if he does, I think he'd be proud to have this one on his shelf.